6, 7 more fights and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer. Like, that's one way I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right.
His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
put him on game.
But you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
Gervonta Davis recently addressed the possibility of facing Shakur Stevenson during a live interview, and the tension was impossible to ignore. When the topic of negotiations came up, the conversation immediately became more intense. Rather than avoiding the subject, Davis appeared ready to challenge the narrative surrounding a potential showdown, setting the stage for one of boxing's most talked about rivalries.
Have there been any talks with Tank's team?
They reached out, but we told them to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't hear nothing since then. Me and him fighting each other, we'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, like I've been saying it for years, the moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I mastered the art of hitting and not getting hit. And he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He will have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance in winning the fight.
Tank's comments went beyond simple promotion. He questioned the quality of opposition on Shakur Stevenson's resume, suggesting that Stevenson still needed a signature victory against elite competition. It was a bold statement because it shifted the discussion away from talent and focused directly on credibility. In boxing, that can be just as important as skill itself.
Do you ever think we'll see you and Tank, realistically?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't really like talking about him.
Yeah.
Cause like the way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird. So like, I really don't like speaking on him. But like, if same thing that
fighting perspective.
Same thing that I said with T.O. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on fight night and resolve every issue that you got. Yeah. I stand by that with anybody.
Shakur Stevenson wasted no time responding. He pushed back immediately, claiming that Davis had avoided the matchup for years. With that response, the pressure instantly shifted. Instead of defending himself, Stevenson turned the spotlight back onto Tank. The exchange created the classic scenario boxing fans love: two undefeated, confident fighters refusing to back down from one another.
You got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
We gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter.
The debate gained even more attention when Terrence Crawford weighed in. Crawford emphasized that a fight between Davis and Stevenson is one of the matchups the sport desperately needs. Coming from a fighter widely respected for his boxing intelligence and accomplishments, the statement carried significant weight. Crawford's comments reflected what many fans have been saying for months: this fight belongs on the calendar.
Now, you said that you left the sport in good hands, and I believe you have as well. What are 3 fights that you want to see happen this year across any division?
It's tough to say because there are so many big fights to be made. I would love to see Shakur Davis versus Devin Haney. I would love to see Bam versus Inoue. I would love to see Shakur versus Tank Davis.
Adding another perspective was Mike Tyson, who spoke highly of Gervonta Davis while also issuing a subtle challenge. Tyson praised Tank's explosive abilities and suggested that when Davis is fully focused, he becomes one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. The message was simple: few fighters possess the kind of fight-changing power that Davis carries into every contest.
Shakur and Tank. Oh God, I don't even. It's gonna be interesting because if Shakur handles this guy like he did Lopez, I'm gonna say the hell with him. I'm gonna say the hell with Shakur, man. If he just handles this guy like he's I'm the hell with him.
Now, Mike,
somebody gotta give him a fight though, but you gotta be very sophisticated to know how to fight. This is when I know you lost against Shakur.
Tyson also discussed the challenge that Shakur Stevenson presents. He explained that Stevenson forces opponents into a different kind of battle, one built around intelligence, timing, and technique. According to Tyson, fighters can find themselves losing rounds before they even realize what's happening. That level of control and ring awareness is what makes Stevenson such a difficult puzzle to solve.
The person I can really give salute to is Shakur because he grew up with us. You know, that's why I get on Shakur. You know, sometimes he changes his meaning, try to be that tough guy, like big dad. Let's keep it real. We grew up together. Me and your grandpa were cool, you know what I'm saying? But pure boxing, you know what I'm saying? They know Tank is different. You notice they don't say nothing like, you know what I'm saying? If you that dude, you gonna go, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that with Tank. They know Tank don't play like that. You know that? My mom, so if it's beef, you know when it's beef with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we carry it like that. But we try to stay humble. This is a sport. But guys start to run their mouth and forget who they talking to.
This is why the potential matchup has generated so much excitement. Davis represents explosive power and aggression, while Stevenson relies on precision, discipline, and defensive mastery. It is a clash of contrasting styles that could answer countless questions. Rather than debating endlessly online, many fans believe the only real solution is to let the fighters settle it inside the ring.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing more retired Shakur.
Gervonta's at 140. That seems to be the biggest name.
I want Gervonta Davis to step in the ring and face somebody, dog, already, bro. For real.
He'll be back.
Like, oh, I know he coming back, dog. But I'm just saying, like, fight Shakur, bro. Fight Shakur. That's all I'm saying, bro. Fight any of these top guys out there, man. And that's it. Because you can say, oh, Shakur ain't fight nobody. Well, shit, if Shakur ain't fight nobody and Tank ain't fight nobody, why don't they fight each other?
Timothy Bradley entered the conversation with a straightforward message. Instead of focusing on excuses or promotional politics, Bradley argued that the solution is simple: make the fight happen. He pointed out that if both sides continue questioning each other's opposition and accomplishments, there is only one logical way to resolve the debate. In Bradley's view, boxing doesn't need more talking, it needs action.
If that's how y'all want to put it, fight each other, bro. That will probably be one of the biggest fights in boxing right now, bro. The biggest fight. Yeah. Box office, it will sell out like this. Like that, it'll sell out, bro.
Timothy Bradley didn't stop at discussing a potential Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson fight. He also addressed some of the larger issues affecting modern boxing. Bradley pointed to promotional conflicts, competing organizations, and the growing focus on financial opportunities as factors preventing the biggest fights from happening. Despite these obstacles, he emphasized that talented fighters like Shakur Stevenson must continue pushing for the opportunities they deserve. In Bradley's view, Stevenson's ability has never been in question. The challenge has always been securing the right opponents.
He ain't say, oh, let me go test that 140. No, he said, I'm going to go to 140 without no tune-ups, and I'm going to face the best guy there. Right? And he faced Lopez, and he demolished him like nothing, right? So, like, now y'all want to force him to go up to 47 for what? That's his fourth weight class, dog.
Bradley also highlighted the star power that Gervonta Davis brings to the sport. Every time Tank fights, it feels like a major event. However, Bradley believes the sport has reached a point where waiting no longer makes sense. He argued that Davis and Stevenson have built enough momentum individually, and now the boxing world wants to see them face each other. According to Bradley, a matchup of that magnitude could easily become one of the biggest attractions in boxing.
He got a little bit of everything, man. He lacks power, but he got heart. His heart is just as big as Tank heart, but he don't have the power to go along with it. But he ill. He competitive, man. You know what I mean? And Shakur fights with his heart, and he fights with his mental. Some fighters just fight with their heart. Now,
Ellis offered a more technical breakdown of the division. While acknowledging that Shakur Stevenson is not known primarily for knockout power, Ellis praised his intelligence, composure, and mental toughness. He described Stevenson as a fighter who wins through precision and consistency rather than raw force. Ellis also raised questions about Devin Haney, suggesting that certain challenges still remain unanswered. Ultimately, he leaned toward Stevenson because of his complete skill set and ability to adapt under pressure.
So you do believe that that's the key factor of, when, that's my mega fight, Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis down the line. That's my, I got to be there. I got to be backstage with y'all. I have to be there. It's just going to be, it's crazy, when we talk about that fight, you believe that that's the main factor of, being able to fight Tank, to beat Tank. You're going to have to keep him on in some way, somehow.
You can't make not one mistake. You can't get hit clean. Because it's going to slow your pace down.
What made Ellis's comments particularly interesting was his connection to Gervonta Davis's camp. Despite his respect for Tank, he admitted that Stevenson possesses a style capable of frustrating almost any opponent. At the same time, Ellis emphasized that defeating Davis requires near perfection because of his ability to end a fight with a single punch. That contrast perfectly captures the division's biggest storyline: technical excellence versus explosive power. It's a balance that continues to fuel debate among fans and analysts alike. Interview 13. Roy Jones Jr. added another perspective by discussing the unpredictable nature of boxing. Speaking about a potential Devin Haney and Rolando Romero matchup, Jones explained that power can instantly change everything. In his opinion, a fight can look completely one-sided until a punch lands that alters the entire momentum. While he acknowledged Haney's technical advantages, he also reminded fans that dangerous punchers always have a chance to create chaos.
It's not 50-50. It's can Rolly catch them. Because Rolly can't catch, it's just like the Ryan fight was. If Rolly can't catch Devin, they're going to whitewash. But if you catch Devin early and hurt Devin, it can become a 50-50 fight. You understand me? I told him the same thing when he fought Ryan. I told the guys I can block.
Jones also touched on the importance of movement and footwork when evaluating elite fighters. He suggested that Shakur Stevenson's mobility creates problems that many opponents struggle to solve. According to Jones, great footwork often goes unnoticed compared to knockout power, yet it remains one of the most valuable weapons in boxing. His comments reinforced the idea that elite movement can neutralize even the most dangerous punchers.
I heard since about make a thing said that I said that Tank will beat Shakur. I said Tank will beat him. I said Tank got the best chance. So I didn't say nobody will beat him, but Tank will be the one, in my opinion, that have the best chance to beat him. So that being said, man, I think that he should go fight Shakur first because it's probably bigger money for him. Let Roddy fight Haney and see how that works out.
Looking at the division as a whole, the picture becomes even more fascinating. Davis, Stevenson, Haney, Romero, and Ryan Garcia all bring different strengths and storylines to the table. Some rely on power, others on technique, while a few thrive on unpredictability. What makes the division so exciting is that none of the major questions have been answered yet. Every fighter still has something to prove, and every potential matchup carries enormous significance.